AITA for refusing to move for a disabled person? I was sitting at a table in this fast food restaurant waiting for my order to be called. My table was in a section close to the collection point so I could just grab it and go home. Now, about 10 minutes after waiting, two disabled men and one of the man's partner enter the restaurant in wheelchairs and place their orders. To note, they have both obviously been out drinking as their speech is, well, unfiltered. After they've ordered, one of the men pulls out an alcohol bottle and places it on my table despite there being a completely empty table right next to me. At first, I say nothing because I'll be out of there once I have my food, but then when the men get their order, the one who placed his alcohol bottle on my table begins unpacking all of their food onto my table. It is at this point that I politely ask him to move his stuff to the next table as I am currently sitting at the table he's placing his stuff on. The guy's friend says it's no problem, but for some reason this request completely sets the main guy off. He starts saying things like, "Oh, it's your table, is it?" Complaining about how he was having such a good night until this, and just all round acting entitled. Now, I will admit this is where I kind of regrettably snapped. I had just finished an insanely stressful shift at a bar club, and having this guy get verbally up in my face was pulling on my last nerve. The guy says something under the lines of "just because you were here first doesn't give you the right," to which I retort, "and just because you're disabled doesn't make you any less of an asshole." Of course, upon hearing this he gets all OHHH. Using the disabled card? Ooh. And talking to his friend about how I use the disabled card. In an attempt to clearly provoke more of a reaction from me, he calls me a anga twice, to which I do not react to. Finally, my food arrives, and I get out of there before the situation escalates further. Am I the asshole?